My husband's mother is a control freak who made our lives a living hell, so I gave my husband an ultimatum. She went absolutely insane and got arrested for assaulting me when she found out. My husband is the ultimate mama's boy, and even 3 years into our marriage, he gossips to her about every one of our problems. If we have a disagreement about the dirty dishes, he calls her to complain about me. If we disagree on what movie to watch, he calls her so she can convince me to go with his suggestion. However, this isn't the worst of it. He asks his mom for permission to do things. If we have a date night planned, he calls her to ask her if he can go out. Last week, she told him that it was too late to go to a restaurant with me at 9. He listened to her and canceled the reservation. She calls him at 10:30 on the dot every night to tell him that it's bedtime, and he religiously listens to her, even if going to bed interrupts what we're doing. I used to confront him about this, but instead of responding to me, he would call his mom and ask her to explain to me why their relationship is the way it is. The one time I convinced him to try put his foot down, he called his mom, but then came back into me 20 minutes later and started berating me for trying to manipulate and control him. I feel as if specific examples are needed to really understand how insane his mother is. When John and I were dating, we were planning a weekend getaway. We needed something romantic just for the two of us. I was excited. I imagined a cozy cabin in the mountains where we could enjoy some much-needed alone time. But before we even finalized the details, John said he needed to check with his mom first. I laughed it off at the time. I figured he was just being considerate. Maybe she was protective because he's her only child, I thought. But then, he actually called her to ask if we could stay at the cabin. She told no. Apparently it was way too dangerous.